We apologize for those technical difficulties. I believe we are back in action here at the City League. Not sure what happened there, but we're back. It's a 33-17 lead for Centier Bank. The defense has continued to be stellar for Centier Bank. Becky, top of the key. That pass intercepted by Schelt. 4 minutes left in this first half. Again, we apologize for those technical difficulties, but we're back up and running here on the City League Live. Schelt, right side wing. Underneath the basket, she's looking for Clark, and it's stolen by Becky. Numbers here for Centier Bank. Haley Smith driving, laying it off for Gomez, who finishes on the right side. The lead is up to 18 for Centier Bank in this battle between two of the top teams on the women's side, 2-0 teams here at the City League. It's been all Centier Bank so far in this first half. That three is long from Downs. Centier Bank gonna momentarily slow things down, but here's Becky on the right side of the wing. Hesitation, driving underneath the basket, finding Smith. Her three is off the left side, rebounded by Schelt. Outlet here to Clark. Numbers here for Be the Hands. Clark driving the left side all the way to the basket, finishing with the right. That's the leading scorer here at the City League, averaging 26 points per game is Callie Clark, 11 rebounds as well. Olivia Smith, just a hair inside that three-point arc, getting it off to Richard. She spins to her left hand. A pretty move there from Richard. She's got another bucket on the inside, and that's going to force a timeout from Be the Hands. (37-29) the lead for Centier Bank over Be the Hands. Again, I'll apologize once more for those technical difficulties. I'm not sure what quite happened there. We have not seen that, or I have not seen that so far this summer. But I believe we're back up and running, and I believe we are all good to go. 37-19 the lead for Centier Bank, looking to become the first team on the women's side to improve to 3-0. Both of these two teams looking to improve to 3-0, but it's been all Centier Bank so far. They have a 37-19 lead over Be the Hands. Callie Clark will bring it across the timeline left to right. Using a screen, top of the key, inside the arc. Clark rattles in the long two-point jumper. Olivia Smith, now Gomez. Jab step, driving right side. A nice move all the way to the basket. Gomez can't finish. Nearly another turnover. Here's Mickens, step back, free throw line jumper, it falls. Up by 14, here's Becky for Centier Bank. Thomas crossing over, kicking back to Becky. Becky matched up with Hallie Schelt. She'll step back. She'll launch a deep three. And she drills it right in the face of Hallie Schelt. But that's a fantastic shot by Allie Becky, showing off the range in this first half. Mickens looking to answer. She misses everything. Rebound falls to Clark. She'll look from the opposite corner. That one's off. Mickens chases it down on the far side corner, saves it to Gabara. She'll step into a three, and it's blocked by Smith. Here comes Thomas, 3-on-2 for Centier Bank. Thomas stops, floater, off the back iron and in. Under 90 seconds to play in the first half. Centier Bank looking to push this up to a 20-point lead. Been all Centier Bank so far in this one. Edwards might have got hit in the face, no call. She's back on the dribble, driving left with the left hand, flicking it up with the left and unable to finish, but she was fouled. That will send Celeste Edwards to the free throw line. Averaging 7 points, 4 rebounds, 39% shooting from the field so far this season through 2 games for Edwards. Coming off her best of 2 performances so far this season. She had 12 points, 5 rebounds against Circle City Talk, and she rattles in the first free throw. Looks like Centier Bank will have the opportunity to hold for the final shot after the second free throw falls for Edwards. Centier Bank will, in fact, have the chance to hold for one if they so choose. Game clock lower than the shot clock here at the Bonner Center. 10 seconds to play. Up by 17. Becky isolating. 5 seconds to go. She's going to have to make something happen. 3 seconds. Sidestep 3 off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound. Thomas, and she puts it in at the buzzer. Destiny Thomas, the putback buzzer beater to put Centier Bank on top by 19. After 1 half of play, we'll head to the halftime intermission here at the Bonner Center. It's a double-figure halftime deficit for Be the Hands. Both teams 2-0 coming into this contest. One will leave this ball game with their first loss of the season so far. It's been all Centier Bank. We'll see you on the other side of this halftime intermission. Back here at the Bonner Center for second half action between Centier Bank and Be the Hands. It was a lopsided first 20 minutes of play. Centier Bank leading 44-25 after the first 20 minutes of play. Led in scoring by 12 points from Allie Becky. She was 2 of 5 from three-point range. The only other player in double figures for Centier Bank at the half, Alex Richards. She had 10 points, including 7 rebounds, 4 of which came on the offensive end of the floor. Braxton Mickens led Be the Hands with 9 points in that first half. As here's a quick start. Destiny Thomas can't finish on the left side. She manages to grab her own rebound. Becky into the corner to Smith. Down low it's Richard. Richard triple teamed. Finds Thomas hop-stepping through the lane, missing. Richard has another offensive rebound, and she's fouled before the shot clock goes off. The shot clock did not reset there at all because that ball never hit the rim, but Richard was fouled before the shot clock went off. So they'll reset the shot clock to 14 seconds, and Centier Bank will inbound on the far side of the floor. Olivia Smith pump fakes a three. Here's Thomas. Using a screen from Richard, now dumping it down low to Richard, and the shot clock expires before Haley Smith can get that three away. So a shot clock violation there for Centier Bank. A good possession of defense by Be the Hands. They're going to need more of that. Centier Bank on pace to score 88 after scoring 44 in the first half. Here's Celeste Edwards, top of the key, driving through Becky, hanging in the air, unable to finish the floater. But Becky fouled her, and it will send Celeste Edwards to the free throw line. 2 shots upcoming. Celeste Edwards in that first half had 6 points. She made both of her free throws. That came late in the second half as she's perfect on the first free throw. 11 first half turnovers for Be the Hands. Don't have points off turnover numbers in front of me.
Come on now, one stop at a time, y'all. One stop at a time.
Check that I do. 14 for Centier Bank. 14 points off turnovers for Centier Bank in that first half. Second free throw from Edwards was good as well. Becky down to Richard, working against Kabara, falling away. She's short on that fall-away jumper. Kabara grabs the rebound and gives way to Mickens. Mickens injecting some pace into the offense here for Be the Hands as Clark rattles a three in and out. Outlet pass, here's Smith. She picks up a dribble, gives it off to Becky. Now Thomas. Working against Mickens, jabs right, drives left. It's now Becky, far side corner triple off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound, Alex Richard, but she has it taken from her by Clark. Clark driving the right side of the floor. Far side wing, now driving, spinning against Becky, going up with the right hand. She's unable to finish. Becky clears the rebound. Becky, cross court. Destiny Thomas, pump fakes, drives, left elbow, jumper, falls. Took over 3 minutes for Centier Bank to get onto the board here in the second half. Be the Hands has turned it up defensively. They need to continue that and find a groove offensively as Callie Clark splashes in a three. Callie Clark's second long ball of the ball game. Back to within 16 is Be the Hands. Thomas, free throw line. Here's Becky driving, stepping back, long two. She's still got it going. She's got a lot of supporters here tonight. Both her and Alex Richard do. Ton of Ball State Cardinal supporters in the house. I saw a lot of Ball State shirts, polos, whatever in the crowd before this ball game. It's a follow-away jumper. Celeste Edwards gets it to go from the near side short corner. Here's Becky looking to remain in attack mode. She dumps it down low to Richard. One-on-one against Kabara. Up, under, off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, count it, and the foul. Olivia Smith, an offensive rebound bucket. She'll head to the free throw line, a chance at 3. She had 6 first half points, looking to add to her ledger here. As Centier Bank continues to dominate.
Good rebound, go.
Smith's free throw is off. Clark has it now for Be the Hand. She almost loses it. Kabara, Schelt, working against Becky. Now Edwards. Edwards has had it going over the last couple of minutes. That three was long, however. Here's Thomas. Crossing over. A step inside the arc, and that one gets the roll. A fortuitous bounce there for Destiny Thomas. Gomez trying to check in for Becky here at this dead ball, but she's not going to be allowed to do so. Clock keeps ticking. Under 14 and a half to play. Clark driving hard. She's inside the arc. Her long two is cash. Clark into double figures now in this ball game. That pass way too high for Destiny Thomas. Haley Smith looking for Thomas. She couldn't get it there as Gomez will now check in. Becky will head to the bench. Becky leading all scorers in this contest. She's tied for the fourth leading scorer coming into the game for Centier Bank, but she really does it all. That's a steal. Haley Smith looking to go coast to coast on the left side. She finishes plus the foul. Another and one opportunity. And Haley Smith, I think, just got teed up after the foul call. Haley Smith, Olivia Smith called for a technical foul. She was clapping for her sister, clapping in the direction of Celeste Edwards, and the referees thought that was a little bit too much considering Centier Bank is up by 20 points. Technical foul shot from Clark does not fall. So now back to the other end we go, where Haley Smith will have a chance at a three-point play here at the line. She was fouled by Edwards. Haley Smith's sister, Olivia, let Edwards know about it too and was called for a technical foul. Free throw just off the front of the rim. No three-point play for Centier Bank. Their lead will remain at 20. It hasn't been higher than 20 so far as Clark can't finish the acrobatic layup, and we have a foul in the backcourt. Kabara reaching in against Destiny Thomas.
Sorry, baby, good move. Come on, man.
Just over 8 minutes away from our target score and our Elam ending.
Hey, pineapples. Pineapples.
This has been a dominant showing, a statement performance from Centier Bank. Both of these two teams coming in 2-0. Two of the most dominant teams we've seen at the City League so far this summer. That's an offensive foul against Olivia Smith. But these two teams have been the most dominant on the Queens of the Court side so far this summer. Both 2-0, both with point differentials north of 40. And right from the jump, it was Centier Bank that came out and threw the first punch. They got out to an early 10-0 lead and really haven't looked back since. It's been as high as 20. It was 19 at the half, and things are beginning to get a little bit chippy. We have a technical foul, two of them. Jasmine Schelt picked up one for Be the Hands, and if that's on Olivia Smith, her day might be over. It is. Jasmine Schelt picks up a technical foul, and Olivia Smith picks up her second. So she's going to have to watch the final 11-plus minutes of this contest from the bench. Becky checks in for her, as Kabara can't finish on the left side. Richard is fouled, going for the loose ball by Callie Clark.
No worries. Amy, you're fine. Amy, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Keep playing, Mama. Keep playing. You're good.
If memory serves me right, I believe these are our first 3 technical fouls of the summer. I can't remember anybody else picking up a technical foul on either the women's or the men's side. So 2 on Olivia Smith. Her ball game is over. 1 on Jasmine Schelt. This game has become chippy, at least from a verbal standpoint. All fun and games here at the City League. 10.5 to play, or at least 6.5 till our Elam ending, as here's Schelt. Driving baseline, working against Haley Smith. Her right-handed hook shot is off the mark. Callie Clark the rebound. Clark pressured in the corner. Thomas coming away with it. Thomas to Gomez. She'll let it fly from deep. That's off the front of the rim. The defense has been much, much better for Be the Hands in the second half. After scoring 44 in the first half, Centier Bank has just 10 through 10 minutes here in this half, and that's an offensive foul. It's going to go against Callie Clark. And I'll tell you what, Olivia Smith, she might have been ejected for a second technical foul, but she is still the loudest one in the gym right now. Cheering on her team from the sideline.
Baby, keep your dribble.
5.5 till our Elam ending. It's a 20-point lead for Centier Bank over Be the Hands, excuse me. McKay Downs will check in for Jasmine Schelt, as Becky will walk it across the timeline. Becky driving and kicking. Here's Gomez. Thomas working against Schelt. Now it's Richard. She drives the right side of the lane. Centier Bank out to their largest lead of the ball game. It's 22, 56-34 in this battle of two unbeaten teams. Clark sidestep three, and that's nothing but net.
That's tough, man.
The leading scorer in the City League, Callie Clark, averaging 26 points per game. She has been held well below that so far, but still opportunity here over the last handful of minutes for her to add to her point total. Ball swings around the perimeter. Here's Thomas to the flashing Gomez. Now Richard spinning to the front of the rim, goes up through contact, no foul. It doesn't matter. Richard has herself another bucket on the interior. She's been dominant all season long. Came into this game, Alex Richard, averaging 17 points per game. It's a whistle. It will remain possession for Be the Hands. What stood out, though, tonight about Richard is the offensive rebounding. She has a double-double, nearing 10 offensive rebounds as Richard, as Edwards couldn't finish on the right side. Richard came into the game averaging just 4.5 rebounds, but she is well above that. Gomez, she'll catch and shoot left side wing off the backboard and in. That one hit the rim 3 or 4 times before falling in, and the lead is up to 24 for Centier Bank. Clark stepping into a deep three off the front of the rim, rebounded by Thomas.
Donuts.
Thomas driving, looking for Becky. She gets it to her now. Becky returns it to Thomas. Her left wing three's off the front of the rim, rebounded by Edwards. She's pressured as she brings it across the timeline, poked out of bounds by Gomez. Be the Hands will take over, retain possession. I think we're seeing the difference here between two of the top teams in the City League on the women's side. It's a 24-point advantage for Centier Bank over Be the Hands. And what Centier Bank has going for them, they have 4 or 5, you could say even 6 players that could all go for 20-plus points on any given night.
Good move.
Plenty of talent throughout these City League rosters.
I know.
But Centier Bank really does have 3, 4, upwards of 5 or 6 players that can go for 20-plus. They have 5 averaging in double figures on the season. They're 5 starters, that is, all averaging in double figures. Callie Clark, she might be the leading scorer. She has 26 points per game as her average coming in, as Richard knocks down another mid-range jumper. Clark's been good. Mickens has been good. But it's been all Centier Bank. That's another turnover for Be the Hands. An over and back violation. I guess Olivia Smith wasn't ejected with her second technical foul. She's back into the game, checking in for Alex Richard. So I guess 2 technical fouls doesn't eject you here at the City League. Here's Becky around a screen. Crossing over, working against Clark, 2 of the top players going one-on-one here at the City League. Becky, cross court. Thomas double team. No, all the way down to the paint. a wide open Olivia Smith. She checks back in and immediately scores. The lead is up to 28 for Centier Bank as Mickens can't finish.
Good push. I love the push.
About 70 seconds out from our Elam ending and our target score. Here's Gomez driving the middle of the floor. Thomas, short corner jumper off the front of the rim. Here goes Downs, one-on-one. Working against Haley Smith. She'll slow it down. Haley Smith turns her over. Numbers here for Centier Bank. Smith hesitates, driving off to her sister. Now here's Destiny Thomas all alone on the right side, and the lead has ballooned to 30. This has been a statement performance for Centier Bank, asserting themselves as the team to beat and the favorites on the Queens of the Court side. They will become the first team on the women's side to improve to 3-0 this season. Be the Hands will drop to 2-1, picking up their first loss. We've still got our Elam ending to come. Seconds away from that. The only other undefeated team on the women's side is Horizon League, who picked up a win last night against Pace. They improved to 2-0. But it looks like so far through the first 3+ weeks of this TCL season, Centier Bank looks like they might be the team to beat on the women's side as Becky adds to the lead. It's now 32 after she finishes on the left side of the rim. Clark double teamed, poked from behind by Gomez. Becky over her head, throws the pass. Gomez chases it down, pulls it back out. The jumper falls. Don't think Becky will get officially credited with an assist there, but that was a heck of a pass over her head. Mickens hesitates for a moment. Now will fire from 3, and she rattles it in from the corner. Next stoppage of play, we will get our target score. And right on cue, Allie Becky will call for a timeout, which will force us to our target score. It will be 80. A 71-40 lead for Centier Bank. Assuming they finish this off, this will be a season high in points for Centier Bank. They scored 79 against Girls Inc. in the opener. They scored 70 last week against Pace. So when they reach that target score of 80, that will be a new season high for them. Be the Hands has not been held below 62 points. They scored 63 in week 1, 62 in week 2. Held well below their season average of 62.5 points per game in this one. In a contest that has featured 3 of the top 5 leading scorers in the City League. Callie Clark being the leading scorer. Destiny Thomas at 18 points per game is 3rd. Alex Richard at 17 is 5th. It has been all Centier Bank, leading 71, 71-40. We have our target score. We break from the huddle. Here's Gomez. Now Richard working against Clark. Follow-away jumper off the left side. Technically, with this Elam ending, no game is over until that target score is reached as Mickens launches from deep three-point range. The rebound falls out of bounds, last touch by Centier Bank. But an uphill climb, to say the least, here for Be the Hands, as Schultz 3 is off the mark. Rebound Clark, her jumper doesn't fall either. A third chance here, though, for Be the Hands, as that one is blocked by Richard.
Get back! Oh.
Here comes Thomas. Into the corner, Gomez launching from 3. She was short on that one, rebounded by Clark. It's a 31-point advantage here for Be the Hands. In what was billed as what we expected to be the top and closest game of the season that both of these two teams have played, has ended up in another blowout. Both of these two teams no strangers to blowouts. They've won both of their first 2 games by 15-plus points, but tonight it's Be the Hands on the wrong side of the scoreline here. As Thomas was fouled, she'll be heading back to the charity stripe. Thomas heading to the line where she is 1 for 2 on the evening. She's in double figures tonight. First free throw falls. Last Thursday in a 70-45 win for Centier Bank over Pace, they had 5 in double figures, led by 21 from Destiny Thomas. That was a season high for Thomas as she adds 2 here at the line, and it's 73-40. Mickens stops. Short corner jumper off. Becky wrestles away the rebound. Cross-court pass. Here's Olivia Smith. She'll fire from 3. That's long. Offense has taken a step back considerably for Centier Bank in the second half. If there's something to look out here for Be the Hands, yes, the deficit has grown by 14 or so. That's a nice pass and a solid left-handed finish there from Clark.
One stop at a time.
If there's a bright spot here in the second half for Be the Hands, it's that as of now, they've only allowed 29 second half points to Centier Bank, who is shown time and time again they are probably the most prolific scoring team on the women's side this summer. Ball is poked out of the hands of Gomez, out of bounds. Centier Bank will retain possession. Richard working against Clark, driving baseline. She's doubled through contact, no foul called. Be the Hands will push it the other way. Here goes Downs, trying to go 1-on-3. She can't finish. Richard has herself another rebound. Gomez driving left side, stopping. Her pass was deflected, and it went out of bounds. Last touched by Gomez. Think what might even be the scary part here for Centier Bank, or I guess for everybody else on the women's side, is that Centier Bank, they haven't necessarily played a perfect game. 3 here from Schelt. Hallie Schelt's got her second 3 of the ball game. Here's Becky, free throw line. But as I was saying, last week, Centier Bank in that 25-point win shot just 37% from the field. They're shooting right around 40-ish% from the field in this one. They've turned it over a lot. The defense has been suffocating, however, but the offense, they have 73 points. This will be a season high in points for Centier Bank, but it still feels like there's another gear to the offense for Centier Bank, as that was Downs who tripped, lost possession. Destiny Thomas was fouled as she attacked the basket. She's got 2 more opportunities here at the free throw line to inch Centier Bank ever so slightly closer to the target score of 80. Again, a statement performance here in this ball game from Centier Bank, as Thomas can't convert the first one at the line. Second free throw falls out as well. Jasmine Schelt the rebound. Pressured in the backcourt. She gets it off to her sister, Hallie, who now gets into the forecourt where Callie Clark misses everything on a 3. Mickens saves it right into the hands of Thomas. Thomas driving middle, stopping just a hair below the free throw line and missing. Rebound poked out of bounds by Olivia Smith. Been a limp to the finish line, I will say, for Centier Bank. They've dominated the entire game, but have been a little slow to close out here in the Elam ending. Edwards crossing over, stepping into a long 2. That's off. Callie Clark fouled on her putback attempt. She'll now head to the free throw line.
Fouls on Smith. First, 4. Team's third.
Callie Clark entered this contest as the leading scorer this summer at the City League, averaging 26 points per game. Her first free throw is off the right side of the iron.
Got his bag, come on.
She had 29 points and 14 rebounds last Thursday in a win over Circle City Talk. She has been dominant offensively as her free throw falls there. She's been held well below her scoring average, though, tonight, suffocating extensive full court and half court defense from Centier Bank as Becky drives at the right side of the rim. She finishes. She was hitting the head as well. So count that one plus the foul. A chance at 3 here for Allie Becky. She's continued to be the quiet leader and the head of the snake for Centier Bank this summer, averaging 10.5 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 6.5 assists per contest as the free throw falls. She's done a little bit of everything, a little bit of scoring, some rebounding, some assisting as well. Nearing a triple-double tonight. I don't have the official numbers, but she had 12, 3, and 4 at half, and she's only added to those rebound and assist numbers here in the second as Becky, there she is, grabs another rebound. Still 2 possessions away from the target score of 80. Becky driving. She's triple teamed, pump fakes, gets it out to Thomas. She'll set and fire from 3. That one's long. Rebound to Clark. Down the lane to the streaking Edwards, and that's out of bounds, last touched by Edwards. Centier Bank will take over. Here's Thomas. Crossing over against Downs inside the painted area. Off the left side of the rim on that leaner. Numbers here for Be the Hands if they so choose to use it, but they won't. They'll pull it back out. Downs from 3. That's off. Here's Thomas to Richard. High post. She's fouled. That'll go against Jasmine Schelt. This isn't the deepest team as far as quantity is concerned, Centier Bank. They have 6 active players tonight. First free throw falls for Richard. But 1 through 6, Centier Bank has contributors. They put that on full display throughout the first 3 weeks of the TCL season as that one's off from Richard. Back up with it is Olivia Smith. She couldn't finish the putback opportunity, and then she threw it away. Here's Clark streaking down the right side of the lane. A nice pass there from Hallie Schelt, and Callie Clark has a bucket. Now she has a steal. A 3 on the way. That's off. Clark grabs her own rebound, working against Richard, drives the left side of the lane, trying to draw a charge. Becky is not going to get the call. That's going to go against Alex Richard. That will send Callie Clark back to the free throw line. Clark into double figures for the 3rd consecutive game of the season. First free throw rattles in. She's one of the most prolific scorers at the City League. Second free throw falls as well. The lead is 27 for Centier Bank. It's hovered right around this 25 to 30 point mark for much of the second half. For game, Olivia Smith launches. No good. Richard, the offensive rebound. She can't finish. She was fouled, however. Richard won't be able to win it here. She's got 2 shots upcoming. Target score of 80. 3 points away is Centier Bank. Up next here at the City League as Richard rolls the first free throw in and out. USA First Financial and Pinch Hit Consulting. That's on deck here at the Bonner Center. Second free throw in for Richard. Now just 2 points away. The next bucket will win it for Centier Bank. Their lead is 28. Schelt, a deep 3 off the front of the rim, rebounded by Richard. She might just take this one herself. Top of the key, driving, picks up her dribble, finds Becky. Becky down low to Gomez on the left side. Gomez wins it. A dominant 30-point win for Centier Bank, 80 to 50, the final score as Centier Bank ends the undefeated season for Be the Hands. Something had to give in that one. Both teams entered the contest undefeated, 2-0 on the season, and it will be Centier Bank that improves to 3-0 while Be the Hands drops to 2-1. Centier Bank back in action next Thursday, July 10th. They will take on Indy Black Professionals. Be the Hands has a week off next week. They'll return on Wednesday, July 16th, when they'll take on Girls Inc. But that is all for the first of 4 contests here this evening from the City League. 80-50 the win for Centier Bank. A dominant statement performance for Centier Bank as they take down Be the Hands by 30. We'll have you switch streams. USA First Financial and Pinch Hit Consulting coming up next. You can catch that one on the City League Live YouTube channel. We'll be back for the second of 4 here from the Bonner Center in just a few moments.